And now for something we haven't done in a very long time. Grab your Jasmine tea, boy.
Wait. I mean...
He's still munching on the Himalayan.
Magical. Alright, now.
Oh, it didn't crack well.
Mine didn't crack well either.
Oh, well.
Oh.
So, the day is currently...
Phew!
The day is currently Friday, August 28th.
Because we got a
2:46
special today.
PM. We do have a special, and we did want to dedicate it to this one topic.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. It's been a busy-ass week.
Very busy. So before we get into the special...
We have so many other things to talk about. DC Fandome just happened.
Woohoo!
And boy, oh boy!
Lots of shit's happened.
Alright, where do you want to start?
Well...
We can start with the Suicide Squad, the Snyder Cut, Pattinson's Battinson, Gotham Knights, the Suicide Squad game. It's just...
Bro. And that is supposed to be going chronologically with the Arkham Asylum series.
Sorry, I'm munching.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. Gotham Knights, that has nothing to do with it. They confirmed it.
Which I felt like was kind of obvious because, hello, Barbara has a spine again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like, there's no way this has to be within Arkham. And it can't be in the past because either Red Hood would not be here, and I don't think Tim would be here either. But I don't know if Tim Drake was in Batman Arkham Origins. Was he? Because I didn't play the game.
Origins, he wasn't.
He wasn't. Yeah, so this definitely wasn't in the past either. So...
And also, Bruce is dead. Well,
he is dead in this one, but he's not...
Bruce is dead.
Quote, unquote.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. But even in the Arkham Asylum series, like, he's technically not dead either. I don't think so. Because, really, why would Batman just...
And let's be honest, when does Bruce ever really die?
Never. Alright. We gotta stop munching on these, because...
It's getting bad.
Yeah, and we gotta talk about a couple of things, because...
Right. Where do you want to start, Christian? That was a lot. That was a lot of content.
DC fandom, I think was the best thing we could start off. Oh, and also, don't forget Wonder Woman 1984, too.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Alright, but since we were already talking about it, let's talk about Gotham Knights.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Gotham Knights looks really, really good.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm not a really big fan, like, not too, like, against it, but with the RPG mechanics.
I think it's fine.
Like, no, I'm cool with, like, getting loot and all that kind of stuff. But watching this one YouTube video, this guy was talking about how things going on with the fighting styles and how the play style is, where people are going to somewhat allude to the combat style back in Arkham is going to be extremely different. So it's not going to be like as the same as most people remember, unless they play as Batwoman, which is somewhat the same fighting style.
As long as the combat in Gotham Knights is just fluid like it was in Arkham. And Arkham was a bit too fluid for its own good sometimes.
I don't know, buddy.
No, because you would literally just like yeet yourself across the room and just...
He's Batman. I got no words for it, but he's just Batman. I got no words for it.
No, I'm fine with it. It's essentially a Borderlands game, just in third person with Batman.
And Gotham Knights is co-op. And I was literally gonna hit you up, and I was like, "Yo, we're playing this shit together." Dibs on Red Hood.
You know what? The first two Robins. That's actually not that
bad. On Red Hood?
What?
I mean, I'm somewhat of a Deadpool fan.
No, you're Red Hood.
Yeah.
I'd be Nightwing.
Yeah. I thought you would go more for Batwoman though.
Well, I do like Barbara.
Yeah.
No, just Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing.
Our boy Richard Grayson.
Yeah, but
the man.
Oh my gosh, the GOAT, the true Robin in all of our eyes, bro. And through Arkham Knights, this Court of Owls is starting to become a big hype now. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a huge hype when it came into the new 52 DC Comics. So already from the get-go, the Court of Owls had a big fan base. But now in this, like, coming DC, like,
hold on.
content.
I'm calling it now. Like the jump scare at the end of the trailer, that's Bruce. That has to be Bruce.
If not Bruce, spoilers for people who have not listened or read the Court of Owls comic books. Just be forewarned. Just want to let you know on that. But I think it might be not Bruce, but Bruce's long lost. Wait, have you read the comics?
Are you talking about Thomas Wayne Jr.?
Thomas Wayne Jr., yeah. I think it might be him.
I don't know.
Or like they might throw something around and make it a twin brother or something like that.
Because
that's just crazy.
If it is TJ, then the fans didn't really like TJ, myself included.
I mean, I didn't like him either. Yeah.
I mean, like the thing just came way out of like left field.
I mean, shit. It was one way to kind of like dial in how deep the Court of Owls was.
No, you're right. You're right.
Like it adds some flavor to them.
I could totally see them doing Thomas Wayne Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But it really is more likely that it is just Bruce.
Yeah.
Because when they say Bruce is dead again, he's not. There's no. There's no way. No way.
But then that goes to the bigger question: is if it was Bruce, then how did the Court of Owls get a hold of him? Because they're able to reincarnate the dead, just like Ra's al Ghul with the Lazarus Pit. So how were they able to apprehend Bruce? I mean,
he's probably not dead. He's probably just like on a vacation.
Oh yeah, like the Christopher Nolan series where you just see him drinking like some white wine. I don't know what it was, and he's just like looking off to the distance. He's like, I'm Batman, but right now I'm on vacation, so don't fuck with me.
He's like, you know what? You guys are fine.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need me anymore.
No, I mean, to be fair, they really don't because they have handled themselves very, very well. I mean, the only type of sidekick I would expect to have a little bit more guidance would be Tim Drake.
Not even Tim. Damien.
But he's not there.
Damien's not in the game.
Yeah. But with Tim, I don't know if Tim Drake was his last name. Is it?
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake? Okay. Yeah, but with Tim Drake, I think we need just a little bit more guidance, but with the idols of Batwoman, not so much Red Hood because he's not really much of an example that he should be taken out of, but definitely Nightwing.
I mean, Jason gets the job done.
He gets the job done, but look what that got him. Oh man! But I'm actually excited for Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights looks amazing.
It looks really good.
For sure, and I love the whole thing that they wanted to do with. I had it at the tip of my tongue, but I love what they're trying to do with giving the players the opportunity to basically create their own image with their character.
Their own bad character.
Yeah. So I find that really awesome.
No, that's why I like the RPG element because it's more creativity, more customization, and you can't go wrong with that.
Oh no, for sure. I think that's what really sells a lot of video games is creativity and giving the character, the player, the chance to make their character
make their own decisions,
and have their own identity when playing.
Yeah. So
I find that great. And then there's sometimes where, to a certain extent, it's a little bit extreme in some other games where you're just like DC Universe Online. So
the game was great, though.
Huh?
The game was great.
The game was great, but oh my gosh, you would know kind of like off the rip who was kind of stacked and who wasn't.
Yeah.
And those people would literally destroy you if you're on the opposing side. But that's another time. DC Universe is way back.
I mean, it's still going. And it has a pretty good player base, too.
Surprisingly, yeah. Because they're still going in strong with the whole gaming. Because it's been a minute for me since I played.
Yeah,
but
me too.
honestly, if you jump back into that game, you'll be so lost. Because I was extremely lost when I got back into it. And when I was doing the missions, I was just like, am I supposed to do this? Or is this a side mission? What's the main storyline over here? Like, exactly. But we're here about Gotham Knights. Universes for another time.
But the thing with Gotham Knights I found really funny. Bruce said the tech's a little outdated. Meanwhile, Tim Drake is just teleporting and yeeting people off the roof.
Bruh, legit.
Red Hood has a fucking laser gun.
No, for some reason, I just...
Dick is breakdancing with...
And Barbara's is there. Barbara's just chilling. She got the bats and she's just like swinging around.
She's probably the most outdated one.
A little bit, yeah, because like she's doing everything you expect Batman to do, and all the stuff that he's described from the video that he sent to all of his children. So From what it looks from everyone else in the group, you have all this high-tech gear, and then there's Barbara.
Well, we know which child Bruce didn't like.
Oh my gosh, calm down. Yeah, Bruce loved them all equally.
He did. Let's not go there, though.
But maybe not so much Jason.
No.
I'm joking.
No, he loved Jason.
He loved them all. Like, I don't think there's ever a time, as cold as Bruce Wayne is, he didn't show favoritism to any of his children. Maybe he has, and then we don't know about it just yet. But from my experience, he has not shown any kind of favoritism towards any of his kids.
Nope.
Yeah. But super excited for Gotham Knights. Super excited, and it looks great so far. So let's see what happens next in 2021.
2021.
Bro, 2021 is going to be, since 2018 was the year of the spider, 2020 was...
2020 was the year of the Final Fantasy.
Yeah. And 2021
is going to be the year of the Bat.
Yeah. Year of DC, year of the Bat. There's so many things coming out, bro. So let's move on to Rob Pattinson's Batman.
Battinson.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson.
Uh-oh.
Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Uh-oh.
It looks really good.
It looks very freaking good. I thought you were about to say something else when you did the deep breath. I was like, oh no.
I'm so, like, I'm not even kidding. Pattinson's Batman might surpass Christian Bale.
A little bit.
Might.
A little bit. Because I had that vibe when I was watching it. I was just like, damn, this dude's kind of... He kind of giving me the chills. Because I love what they did in the very ending of the trailer when they asked who he was, and instead of, like, you know...
I'm Batman.
Yeah, he was
I'm
like,
Vengeance.
pop, 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 and beat the slobber out of these dudes and goes with the, yeah, I'm Vengeance. I'm just like...
That's
whoa.
Batman.
That's Batman, yep. And it gave a new lingo, but still kept the old tradition, and still it was cool regardless. And how cheesy that line can be, it still sold.
No, and the one thing I really like about Matt Reeves' The Batman, it looks like a movie.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? It looks like kind of like an old 1940s drama.
Yeah, they were describing that this one's gonna be like a gritty, dark noir type Batman.
Yeah. I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
Like in the Batmobile, it looks like Adam West's old Batmobile.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Adam West.
Rest in peace, the legend, bro.
We can't ever forget what's his name, Murray Man.
Oh man. But yeah, I would have to definitely agree with you with the dark, edgy, like noir type style. And also, I'm really happy that they gave the opportunity to make Jim Gordon. Have you seen Westworld?
Mm-mm.
One of the main characters in Westworld, I think his name is Bernard. He's one of the like lead, not scientists. Well, yeah, scientists that was creating the theme park. He's the one playing Jim Gordon, and he's really good. So I'm glad that they have him. And also, they took advantage of his beard because his beard was killer in Westworld, and so now they just gave him even more hair on that lip of his.
I remember
him Jim Gordon.
I remember when Jim Gordon was like announced when, what's his name? The actor.
His name is not Bernard.
No, yeah, obviously.
But that actor from Westworld.
I remember when that actor was cast as Jim Gordon. There was a lot of uproar about that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we don't mean to talk about race in here, but they were mad that they were casting a black man to play Jim Gordon. It was like, okay.
I mean, it was the same way when Spider-Man, like Ultimate Spider-Man, was black, so it was the same kind of thing.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's really not.
But we're not even gonna get into that because, like we said, it was a crazy week. Not only like in the comic book world, but in other stuff. But we don't want to talk about that.
Leave it there. Pattinson's Batman. Looks so freaking good. I'm so excited for the Batman.
Hold on. Who did you think the villain was when he was taping up his victim?
The Riddler.
I thought it was Hush.
No.
For some reason, every time I try to figure out a villain in Batman when they like try to reveal it, I always assume it's Hush. For some freaking reason.
No, and apparently this movie's gonna have like 4 villains in it.
4 villains, huh?
Like, it's gonna be the Riddler, the Penguin.
I mean, it can't be Joker because, you know, Joker, he's way too big. I think he would have to have his own movie like they did.
I don't know about that. You remember the guys with the like black and white face paints?
Yeah. That
wasn't too far off from what Joker's shtick was.
I thought it would be more like Anarchy.
No. Mm-mm.
Like, I don't know if Anarchy...
No, Anarchy's not even really a villain. He was just more like a punk kid.
Yeah, true. But that's what I was thinking, because I kind of took an example from like the face paint one, and then the Red Hoods and everything like that. So I was like kind of thinking maybe Anarchy or anything like that, or if not Harley Quinn. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm munching. You just put this idea in my head.
Uh-oh.
The Red Hood was Joker's name before he went by Joker. So, if this is supposed to be like the origin of Batman, what if it's Joker before he was Joker when he went by Red Hood?
Oh, and this could be the creation of the Joker. Oh, that's crazy cool. You know what? I would actually appreciate if the Joker was in line with the Rob Pattinson Batman. I think that would be pretty dope.
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker with Rob Pattinson's Batman.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, because
I think it would be pretty good.
No, because Joaquin said he doesn't want to do a franchise. He said he was the one and done.
Yeah. But like, imagine.
No, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it, but just like
the worlds are pretty similar.
Mm-hmm, you're right. No, they are.
Mm-hmm. So I can definitely hope.
Well, of course.
I mean, it's never gonna happen.
I mean, Joaquin.
What am I hoping for?
Joaquin's Joker's already established himself as Joker.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of weird for him to go by Joker, then go back to Red Hood, then go to Joker.
It's like, that would be weird. But nah, I think that would be a really cool idea that you brought up with Red Hood coming up to be the Joker.
No, because then that opens the door with Jason Todd, with Dick Grayson.
So that would be really fun. And I loved what they did in the end of the trailer where they did the 2021 and make that the question mark. So that was obviously like when the idea, I was like, oh yeah, this is the Riddler now. But before then, I honestly thought it was Hush. Like, on God, because I saw the taped face with the sunglasses and instantly I thought Hush. Because Hush had that same exact outfit. But then he started going off with the riddles and all this crap, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't really Hush. I'm gonna back away from this now. Stop thinking that every single villain that Batman faces is Hush. My gosh. But for some reason, I don't know. I like Hush for some reason. Even though he's like...
He's kind of a lower villain.
Yeah. But
I mean, so is the Riddler.
I mean, not really, because Riddler is well known. Like, he may be low tier, but he's still, like...
No, yes, you're right.
Highly praised.
Just compared to, like, Joker or Mr. Freeze or...
Penguin.
Yeah.
And... I mean, not Solomon Grundy. Who would be another Batman? Scarecrow, too.
That's a villain we haven't seen on screen yet. Scarecrow.
We have seen Scarecrow on screen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Batman Begins.
Duh.
Even though it's not the most recognizable one, but yeah, he was there.
I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, I almost forgot about him too. But still, it was a very long. Those movies are long, so it takes a minute for you to actually remember who was all on there, except for the Dark Knight. Because Joker was in there the whole entire time, and that's an unforgettable role in general. But it's understandable if you may forget like a couple of characters here and there in the Batman Begins story. Because I think Donna Falcone was in there, was he?
It's been a fat minute.
It's been a fat minute since I've seen Batman Begins too.
I should watch it again.
I don't know if I'll be able to watch it again. It's way too long for me. I'll probably fall asleep. It's a thing with me.
You fall asleep during...
Like, during movies that I know what's gonna happen, I fall asleep. Unless there's just like a lot of action, then I'm just like, oh, okay, I can stay up through this. But, bright future.
What's after Pattinson?
So we got Pattinson, we got Gotham Knights. I did want to talk about Wonder Woman's 1984.
84 looks really good too.
It looks very good. And I'm really excited what they're going to do with Cheetah.
No, quick side note. I love how DC is just basically saying, fuck it. We're just not going to copy Marvel's formula anymore. We're just going to do our own thing now.
Do our own thing. And that's what they should have done in the first place.
Like, literally, they're throwing everything against the wall.
Pretty much.
And whatever sticks.
Yep. And if it flops, it flops. Oh well, keep on making movies.
Just keep on trucking.
Yep. Even though they do have a pretty nice formula of hyping up the movie and then it being doo and get there, but I don't think it's going to be the case.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No, but 84 looks really, really good.
No, it looks amazing.
When I saw her, like, just swinging off lightning, I'm like...
Dude, that was sick.
Yep!
I was like, whoa, she's swinging off of lightning. Can she fly, though?
Good question.
I'm pretty sure she can fly.
Doesn't she have an invisible plane?
She does have an invisible plane. What if this is the movie that introduces the invisible plane? Oh my gosh, because she's already flying in a jet from what we saw in the trailer. So who's to say we won't magically find, like, maybe this won't happen in the movie, but like as like an Easter egg at the very end of the movie.
I'm just gonna say they have to make fun of that in the movie.
They gotta do that. They gotta do that. Like they just find like a magical like invisible ray, and then she's just like, oh, what does this do?
Boop. We can use it on the jet.
And then, what was her lover's name? I forgot his name. Damn it. Steve
Trevor?
I think Steve, maybe. And Steve's just like, sure, I don't know what we're gonna do with the invisible plane. How do we know when to get on it? You'll know when you get it.
Now that I think about it, I think they did make fun of it in the trailer. Like, Steve, they're in like 1984.
Yeah.
And Steve's like, the way I fly, they're not gonna find me. So he just like, they have radar. They have radar now.
Yes, bro. The golden armor. What's your thoughts on about that?
I prefer the classic outfit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I think the golden armor is kind of cool. Kind of.
I like it. No, it's just you can't replace that classic look.
No, you really can't. Mm-hmm. I think this is the armor. I don't know if it was ever in the comics because Wonder Woman is a very old character, so it could be possible she had that golden armor before. But I don't think that golden armor has come up.
Not that I
know of.
Yeah, not that I've ever seen.
Yeah, because that golden armor is pretty sick. Oh, speaking of which, Xbox is having a whole entire what's it called? I think it's a special event where players sign up to get the chance to have a Wonder Woman exclusive Xbox. So like they have one Xbox that has Wonder Woman original suit and the cable is the lasso of truth, and they have the pure gold Xbox from Wonder Woman's armor from what we saw in the end of the trailer.
That's kind of cool.
And then another one where there's a cheetah Xbox, and the controller is like a leopard print, and the Xbox has like faux fur wrapped around it.
That's kind of cool.
It's really sick. I wish the controller had fur on it because I would feel really great on the hands.
Yeah, but then it gets all sweaty, and then the fur gets all.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. You're actually on this. Oh God. Wash your hands, kids, and also make sure that you don't have sweaty palms. Wipe them shits down with some hand wipes, or just wash your hands again. Who knows?
No, but the thing with Cheetah, I feel like it's a bit of a step down from Ares.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I know. Regardless, I'm excited to see the movie. I am. No, because Wonder Woman by far was the best DC movie.
No, out of those years, Wonder Woman not only was the best movie, but she saved Batman v Superman. Legit. Because in that movie, I guarantee majority of the viewer base was there to see Wonder Woman.
I didn't even know she was going to be in the movie. I really didn't.
Like, no one knew, but when everyone found out about it, they're just like, oh yeah,
Wonder Woman!
Yeah, it's like Wonder Woman's in there, and they're just like, what?
Wonder Woman?
I want to see that! And her soundtrack, dope. So dope. Oh, remember those memes from the first Wonder Woman movie? And they were talking about how she was able to hide that sword behind her dress.
It's like in between her cheeks.
In between her cheeks. I was like, wait, calm down. It's just a sword.
Y'all need to chill.
But no, I remember those memes. I can't wait for what kind of memes are going to come up with this 1984 movie. So this is going to be fun for sure.
You can bet there's going to be some furry memes. You can bet.
Oh, God. Maybe. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's definitely going to be furry memes with the cheetah. And the transformation was very sudden, too. Because you see her in her regular form, as a human, but then coming out, she's in full cheetah mode. You're just like, oh, okay, we're going right off the get-go. We're just in there.
We're just cheetah now. All right, cool.
Cool. But I'm really excited for Wonder Woman, for that to finally get into theaters and make an impact. Really excited for DC's in the movie, in the cinematic universe. Great things to looking up with it.
I feel like, do you remember how Marvel had their whole pop-off phase?
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be the same for DC now, because since Marvel's kind of over now.
Somewhat, because Marvel's kind of like...
No, because they wrapped everything up in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, if I'm being honest, please don't shoot me on this, please.
Uh-oh.
Black Widow looks kind of meh.
Really? Well, I kind of... I mean, maybe it's because the hype has died down, because I was extremely excited for Black Widow, and I don't know, meh would have been the first thing I would have said. And even though Black Widow's my wife, like that's my waifu right there. But I don't know. Maybe it's just like I'm meh right now also because
it's been
so long.
Yeah.
So
if the movie had like come out on time, maybe my opinion would have changed. But just it's been so long, and it's just
yeah.
And the fact we already know where this goes.
Yeah.
We know where the journey ends.
I literally was right there on the freaking poster board, crying like a little freaking girl because my dog Wonder Woman, Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place today. Black Widow was murdered. Murdered. I don't care if she sacrificed herself. She was murdered in my eyes.
She passed away too, but let's not talk about that.
Even though Hawkeye had a family, he had people's at homes, so he had everything he had to do. He got to do what he got to do. But did I have to kill him? Oh, I'm about to fucking hold on. Give me a minute. I'm joking. I'm about to be back in this shit. Hold on. I'm chilling.
I was about to say, we'll be right back after these.
But
right. Suicide Squad.
I actually not have been on top of the Suicide Squad part of that content.
I haven't either, but like, okay, the game and the movie both look really good actually.
Really?
Just the opening the trailer for the game looks really good. They got the girl from the old cartoons.
Oh, cool. Good stuff.
Yeah, they got the girl from the old cartoons. No, but the movie, it's like all these like smaller heroes. What? These smaller characters that no one knows, and I got John Cena.
What? Wait, John Cena?
Yeah.
As who?
I forget. I think it's like TDK or something.
I totally forgot we were supposed to briefly talk about this because this is supposed to be a Lucifer. We'll just make this a DC Lucifer special then.
Lucifer is a DC comic, so.
Holy shit, that's right! Oh, wow. Well then, let's just make this a DC special then.
Hell yeah!
Let's just do that, yeah! That actually makes a lot more sense now. There.
John Cena is playing... Oh, he's playing Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad.
Peacemaker? Who's Peacemaker?
Good question. No, but like the Suicide...
Please don't tell me he's gonna be killed off in the very first few seconds he gets screen time.
I don't know, but like that's what I like. They're taking all these smaller characters that probably
is Black Spider in there?
Black Spider, probably not.
Because Black Spider was in the Suicide Squad, even though I think he did get killed.
I don't think he is. He is not.
He's not?
Mm-mm.
Damn. I kind of like Black Spider.
I feel like if they did, they'd be like just all the Spider-Man fanboys would be like, "You ripped off Spider-Man!"
When it was Wait. I don't know. Wait, hold on. I know Black Spider. Shit, hold on. Look up when Black Spider came to be and when Spider-Man came to be.
No, Spider-Man came first.
It came first. Okay. Because I was about to trip my freaking balls right now, bro. Oh my gosh! Thank God he caught me on that because I would have said some messed up junk right there.
Black Spider came in '76. Spider-Man, I think, came in the '40s.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man came in '62.
Oh wow.
A whole 14 years earlier.
Yeah.
No, to which they're two different characters anyway.
Yeah.
Black Spider is a hired assassin. Spider-Man is a
superhero.
Is a kid in Queens.
Who is just trying to get by and go to school, pays rent,
marry the love of his life.
Yeah. Well, then also had to handle a Thoughtimus Maximus. But she's not really a thought because she's kind of a...
Wait, who's the thought?
Well, I don't know. She's not really much of a thought.
You better not be talking about Felicia.
What? What are you talking about?
Not Felicia. Felicia's hot, and she knows it.
Of course. And she's gotten that spider web.
You just threw me back to Spider-Man PS4 where Jonah Jameson was like, "Hey, Spider-Man, stop thinking with your web slinger."
Oh god, you got me while I'm laughing. I'm freaking trying to chew on this Himalayan, bro. Oh god. That joke was funny. Not gonna lie, JJJ speaks the facts. No cap. Like, he does speak some hardcore facts sometimes. Like,
I'm just gonna say, if we don't get Jonathan, what?
Jonathan? Who?
Jameson.
We are off our rock today, dude.
If we don't get Jameson in the Spider-Man PS5 with Miles Morales, I'm writing. Insomniac, give us Jameson.
Bro, we need the facts. Like, just the cold, hard facts with our man JJJ. Because if we don't get our facts, then you ain't getting my freaking money, dude.
I mean, they're still getting my money.
Yeah, they're still getting my money. I ain't gonna diss Miles Morales just because one man's not in there. But I would love to have him in there. Even though it is supposed to take place right after the events of Spider-Man.
And that's okay.
So that's alright. So the odds of him still being there will be great.
Are very
Huh?
Are very high.
Pretty high.
Alright, is there anything else, or can we get into Lucifer?
I'm trying to think. There was one thing else I wanted to... We talked about Wonder Woman. We got the Suicide Squad. And then we got the Batmans. Both Batmans. Gotham. And the Rob Pattinson. I want to talk a little bit about the Court of the Owls. Because, like, I think we might have already dived into that, maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit. So, I think we are good on that. So, Lucifer. Maybe that should be the next thing coming up.
Lucifer Season 5. Well, Part 1 of Season 5.
Part 1 of Season 5.
What did you think?
I thought it was good. It's definitely not like, because this one I feel like it's a setup for like the bigger things. Because I'm not saying it's bad, but it's definitely like, you know, a little bit of a step back from some of the other seasons because it's just preparation for what's to come next. But I will say I'm not disappointed at all. Nowhere near disappointed. Really happy with what they gave us. Very happy with it.
For me, it was kind of a mixed bag.
Hmm?
There were moments of like, yeah, okay, this is just Lucifer. And that's great. It's just Lucifer as we know him. And then there were moments where I'm like, not vibing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all, spoiler alert. Before you listen to this, go watch Lucifer Season 5.
Yeah.
Go watch Lucifer.
Oh, and before we dive into Lucifer for real, I just wanted to address this. I made a mistake. I don't know which podcast I mentioned this, but a few podcasts ago, I've mentioned that the New Mutants would possibly be on HBO Max. I was wrong. It's only in theaters. Sorry for you HBO Max
Really?
subscribers. Yeah, it's not on HBO.
During a pandemic?
Like, it's not on HBO Max. It's only in theaters, which is kind of crazy because I don't know who will want to go to a theater.
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Who knows? Anyways, sorry guys. Apologize for saying that it might be on HBO Max, giving you guys false hope. So, be sure to check on my information a little bit more thoroughly. So, I'm being a little bit more careful. Make sure that you guys are appreciated. Thank you. Alright, moving on, Lucifer.
Okay, Lucifer Season 5 was a mixed bag for me, at least for now, because, yeah, there were moments where like, okay, this is just Lucifer as normal, and then there are moments like, like, okay, spoiler alert, the kiss between Maz and Chloe. I felt like that just came out of nowhere.
Mads and Chloe.
in the first episode.
Oh. Well, it wasn't random, but at the same time...
It wasn't completely random, but I just like, did they really have to put that in there? Probably not.
I mean, I think... Putting that in there, I think it just kind of gives it a little bit more added character for Mazikeen, because we know how bad it was with her and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And how much that devastated her, obviously, through the season.
My problem isn't with, like, the thing with not Eve, the thing with Maz. My problem is that, like, they were setting this up for, like, there might be something between Maz and Chloe, and it just didn't go anywhere. Like, Maz, we know, she swings always.
Yeah.
Chloe, I feel like, in the 3 months that Lucifer were gone, maybe she might be into some... Okay, let's not go there.
No, I think Chloe was just, like, you know, trying to... Like, I think she might have mentioned this, but they're trying to fill a hole that they have both lost. Because we're calling her Mads, but it's Maze.
Maze.
Yeah, but Maze is trying to fill the hole that Eve left, and Chloe is trying to fill the hole that Lucifer left. So, yeah, I can definitely agree with you saying that, yeah, there could be a possibility that Chloe might have a thing for Mazikeen, but it's not entirely true, because... They both lost people who they really, really enjoy to be around with and absolutely love. So, it's a tough thing to say if it was unnecessary or not. I think it I think I like, even though I did not expect it, but I feel like it was another way of adding, like a decent way of adding how much Mazikeen was really like, willing to like truck herself into the possibility of the unknown. Like, absolutely no fucks given.
So what I have in my notes is like all the characters that have changed throughout season 5. Lucifer is just the same as he's ever been. He's the same. He's just the same devil in the suit with a dripping fashion sense. Damn!
God damn, the sauce! There's so much drip! This man could probably calm down. I just made up. No. See, that's how much drip he has, so we're just stumbling over our words right now. But legit, dripping. But you were saying?
Okay. Lucifer, same as ever been. He's still the charismatic devil that we all love. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, he was so... It was kind of weird seeing, like, just... not homebody, like, marriage material Lucifer, if that makes sense.
Marriage material Lucifer? I will go more towards a very...
Maybe not marriage material, but like a very stable relationship.
Yeah, stable relationship, possibly getting into the marriage phase, Lucifer.
Maybe.
Possibly. Because, spoiler alert, if you have not seen this, it's a really big plot point. We do know that Lucifer doesn't entirely love Chloe just yet. Like, he does love her, but he can't necessarily say it.
Okay, wait, you're talking about, like, the whole invulnerability thing, right?
Yeah. That is the one thing that has changed about Lucifer, and also the mojo swap.
The mojo... That was so funny.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny.
Bruh.
I don't see it as he's not willing to say he doesn't love her. I see it as he's stronger with her.
Yeah. But this is a theory for me. I think Lucifer is reluctant in saying I love you, not because he doesn't truly love her, but he doesn't want this prophecy to come true. Because remember, I think it was season 3 or 4.
No, yeah, when the devil walks the earth, finds true love, all hell will break loose. Or something like that.
So he did say to Chloe before he left to go to hell that I only ever loved one woman, and it wasn't Eve. And
I feel like that should be good enough, because...
Exactly. Like, I mean, to basically be chosen over the first woman to ever lay foot on this planet is a pretty big step.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And so for him to say that is crazy, but he didn't necessarily say, I love you. And that's the thing I freaking hate about Michael. We'll have to talk about that later. Because, he exploits fears, and obviously he exploited Chloe's fears of, oh, does he really love me or not? And that's when Lucifer is put on the spot, and
he left. He went to hell to keep you safe.
Yeah, and
the fuck.
Also to protect Charlie.
Charlie.
I love Charlie.
I love
Charlie's so funny, bro.
All right, we talked about Lucifer. Mazikeen.
Oh,
dear old Mazikeen.
My girl Maz.
Never in my life. I went through the whole show loving her, and I did not like her this season at all.
I still love Mazikeen, but in this show, I just only had pity for her.
No, I understand why she made the choices she did, but... Just, you're mad at your mom for wanting to live her life. You're mad at Lucifer for choosing Chloe.
Well, here's one thing. I want to address that because, Mazikeen deals with the struggle of being abandoned. And I understand the way she feels when it comes to being left behind for no reason at all, and also to just be met with uncertainty. Mm-hmm. Because when you see someone that you have no idea, but still you find out about this person who basically made you, and then all you ever been taught was, oh, you're nothing but just my kid that I'm sending you off to hell. And you don't deserve a soul because you're a demon. And that's what she's been told all of her life. And then when she actually finds someone, Eve, who gave her that feeling as if, oh, I have a soul, and then ripped right out of her, that's when Mazikeen starts going off the spiral, and then she's back into square one of being alone and abandoned. So I understand why she hates her mom for leaving her down under for all hell to take her and control her and to also be Lucifer's slave. Because in retrospect, for me, I feel like Mazikeen views Lucifer as like a big brother or a father figure.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have any family but Lucifer. And so for her to be mad at Lucifer to choose Chloe over her, I kind of find that as like a jealousy thing. And I understand her jealousy because, you see, Lucifer is the king of lies. He's Satan. Well, he doesn't lie, but that's what the stigma in the world, they stigmatize him as. Like, he's the prince of darkness, the evil, like, son of the Lord, and he's choosing a human girl over this person who will do anything for him. So I get why Mazikeen was mad for Lucifer's decisions and her mom. Because I would be pissed at my parents who left me in hell,
just the one
of
thing,
all places.
Just the one thing, she was so wishy-washy about it. Like, there was one moment, okay, for 3 episodes she was with Michael. Then for 3 she was with Lucifer. Then she's back with Michael. It's just, can you pick a side already?
I think that's, like, what made it so hard for me to, like, truly fall in love, like how you used to, like, adore Mazikeen.
Maz used to be like, just make a choice. There you go.
Yeah. But she's in a position where she can't make a choice.
Yeah, seeing her so wishy-washy like this, that's ultimately what I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. But there's one thing we do have to appreciate is when she tried to imitate Ella. That joke was so funny. She walks in, bro.
I've never been so like just enthralled and so just disturbed at the same time. Like Mazikeen Smith doing what the.
Just let's start with Mazikeen wearing pink or anything that's not black.
Yeah.
That was literally.
That was weird.
Oh, it was so weird.
Did not.
Like, I can never imagine Mazikeen without black. And seeing her in jeans? At least you can rip the jeans to just give me some semblance that she was still in there, but no, all I sensed was Ella in that entire episode.
And just the ponytail and the pink hoodie and.
Oh, God. Mm-mm.
Thank God she snapped out of it really quick. Oh my God.
Hmm?
Thank God she snapped out of it really quick.
But that episode, the outfits were really crazy. Really crazy.
Well, we're talking about her now. Ella's great. Oh my God.
Oh, rest in peace, Ella. I felt so bad for her.
Oh.
The big reveal who the Lily or the Whisper Killer was.
Yeah, I was like, this is going a little too well, and I don't know if it's just a subplot going really well because she's finally getting away from the bad boys, or and then it would.
No, but I knew he was a sociopath until like the 4th or 3rd encounter when they're in the crime scene, because he comes in. I think this was like the murder for. It was someone. It was at a White House, and they were out in the yard, and they were talking. And when he walked away, I was like, there goes our sociopath right there. That guy is a real serial killer.
And now it makes sense because he always knew where to show up.
Always knew.
He always knew where to show up because he knew. I felt so bad for Ella.
Well, what did you think about this new serial killer vibe with Lucifer? Because this is a totally new character that they had.
Pete or the other guy? Or the copycat?
Pete, not the copycat. Forget the copycat. Just in general, them introducing a serial killer to the series.
Well, they didn't. This isn't the first serial killer they had. There was one that was like sacrificing people because he thought he would appease Lucifer. But
oh yeah, I forgot the one that was trying to sacrifice Charlie. I forgot about that one too. I don't know. For this one, just seems a little bit more. Maybe it's because he's brand new, but I seem to like the serial killer a little more.
I liked him at first because like I liked him and Ella together, and then when I found out he was a serial killer, I'm like, yeah, you're dead to me.
That too, but no, like what I'm really trying to get in, like, is like the whole thing with like the entire like topic of that serial killer. Like I enjoyed that arc, to be honest, because this was like where we actually saw Lucifer like really snap, like for real. Because Chloe went so deep that she got herself kidnapped, even though it wasn't him. But with him having the idea, it was the Whisper Killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, Lucifer snapped because it was Michael for one. Well, did he know it was Michael?
He didn't know it was Michael. At first, he thought it was the Whisper Killer. But then when they finally interviewed him, when they finally caught him, that's when he introduced to like, oh yeah, it wasn't me that took her, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. If it was me, I don't think she would be alive. And then that's when Lucifer was like, oh, who would kidnap Chloe to hurt me?
And then he's like, right.
But what did you think of the Whisper Killer, though?
I thought it was it's kind of hard to say. I thought it was just another typical... It's nothing we hadn't seen before in Lucifer already. Just the only thing that was different is just Ella was involved.
Yeah.
No, that's just ultimately where, like, what I didn't like. What I didn't like.
I think I like a little bit more was...
No, okay. What I did think, though, the copycat, though...
The copycat was funny.
The copycat was funny.
He was so funny. And then, like, freaking Chloe was getting him with all these tricks, and she was like, oh, wait, that's right. He was over here. And he was just like, oh.
Yes, all my victims run together. Even though that's not actually what happens.
And the way he tries to make himself seem so weird and cynical, and as if, like, he was trying to imitate Ted Bundy, I was just like, dude, stop trying so hard. Like, you're really trying so hard.
I was like, bro, can you Chloe, just leave him here.
Yeah, literally, just leave him in the jail cell because he did try to murder that one girl. But
I know, and he's like, can you give this to the editor? I would like to be referred by this name from now on.
Bruh. And he was going through all the names. One name stuck with me. I was like, oh, wait, I think I like that. I think he said it was the Soundbox Killer.
He went through so many, like, I think it was like the vocal cord cutter, the Soundbox Killer, the Hush Husher.
Yeah, that one I was like, okay, yeah, you lost me there. We're done with here. Go with the first one or stick with the Whisper Killer because this junk is stupid. Oh my gosh. Ooh. But
just the Hush Killer. What?
The Hush Killer. We already have one Hush in the DC universe, okay? I don't need to get confused anymore.
Yeah, he's 40 times better than you.
Way better. At least he actually has the ability to steal someone's face. When you try to steal someone's face through a freaking app. Or some stupid program that the nerd made. Or whatever. I don't
know.
Yeah. But still, 40 times better than you, Hush Killer.
I can't deal with it.
Oh my god.
He's like, please please give this list to your editor, a list of very better names than the list that the name they currently printed. I would like to be referred by the Hush Killer from now.
In what world would that sound menacing? Like, that's how I knew. I was like, yeah, this dude's a freaking fake. Like, what the hell?
No, as soon as she caught him in line, like, yep, you're a copycat.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
Yeah, it has to be. And this dude comes out with a, call me this now. And everyone's already looking at him like he's cross-eyed and stupid. And they're just like, yeah,
like, bro,
sure,
shut
buddy.
up.
How about you hush yourself out this freaking jail cell and sit your ass down? Shit. But off from another thing, from the murder, what you brought up before was Michael. Okay, yeah, now this is the one I'm expecting. That kind of deep breath and you're just staring into thoughts, just like, oh, alright, I'm about to flame this bitch.
I hate Michael.
Oh,
I love to hate Michael. I love Tom Ellis as Michael.
Yeah, Tom Ellis did an amazing job. And this kind of goes hand in hand.
But one thing I found kind of surprising, he was just like shoved in the back for the season.
What? Michael?
Yeah.
I mean, Michael was known to.
No, for a good like 3/4 of the season, he wasn't in it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Which I feel like partially because it was not budget cuts, but like production issues because you can't film two Tom Ellises.
Yeah, true. And also they had to like do all the wing things and also with all the scar junk that they got to do back and forth, like that's gonna be a lot to do. But I actually kind of like the fact that they didn't have them all the time because it kind of gave that ambience of like, wait, we're all worried about the serial killer right now when we have a crazy archangel trying to take down Lucifer and Amenadiel, even though his main target is Lucifer. But he's still in the background scheming and we still haven't like, picked that up yet. I kind of like the fact that they kept him in the background, but I hate that guy.
I hate him.
Through and through. I don't love to hate him. I hate him, just in general, because that dude is a jerk. He gave my boy Charlie a cold.
Charlie's human, though, which is like, it's not...
I mean,
It's not the worst thing in the world.
I think he's still half angel. It's just that he doesn't have. Maybe there's just like some catches to the fact that like his mother was a human, so it may be because like oh yeah, Charlie has something angel like or some divinity that gives him the identity of being half angel, but he's still human, right? So he can still be affected in some cases that a human would be.
I just thought of something. What if Charlie ends up being like the Jesus next season? Because he's essentially a Jesus character. He's a half. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I almost thought Amenadiel was God for a second.
Yeah, I did too. Originally.
Yeah, for like a little bit, but then we actually saw him.
Then we actually saw God, and God is the all-seeing guy, which I found so funny.
Are you in good hands?
Apparently, yes, I am.
Yeah, we are in good hands with him being God. To be honest, hold up.
Is that mold?
It's green. It's green. It's green.
I think that's just skin, but I'll throw it out anyway.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Prices of burden.
Y'all, if we get sick, you can blame the Himalayans. Just saying.
Not the Himalayan mountains. The
Chips.
Is it really called Himalayan
No,
chips?
they're like Cod Creek Himalayan salt.
Cod Creek Himalayan salt chips. Sue them.
If we get sick. Don't actually
If we get sick.
Don't actually sue them.
Even though, isn't there like a warning foreclosures? Is like, there could be a risk of that. And it's up to our own.
I should hope not.
Who knows? Okay. But,
Alright.
anyways,